Hey, y'all. I'm just stringing a bunch of clips together that happened throughout the day. And I'm going to include two still pictures of my ceiling fan and the socket for the lights in the ceiling fan. And I'm just showing you this because I've never seen anything like this before. But apparently it's common enough that they sell adapters. It's a two-prong light bulb socket. And I was texting a friend of mine, Just Plain Common Sense. That's his YouTube channel. And between the two of us, we figured out what kind of bulb it was. And then I got on Amazon and I found these adapters that plug into the two-prong socket and turn it into a regular screw-in light bulb socket. So that's what those two pictures are. So, still no water, still no electricity. Just wait till you hear the story coming up. Just explain to you the kind of luck I have been having with this house I'm trying to move into. This meter, wide open, you can read it. You can get to the on-off switch, no problem. This meter, same thing. Get to it, the on-off valve is right there. My valve was so covered in dirt, you couldn't even read the meter. And so I've had to modify a shovel, and so far that's all what I've dug out of here. Now I can get to my valve and shut it off so the plumber's can hook my house up. Man, I'll tell you what, every inch of the way has been something pushing back on me. This is just one more example in hundreds of little things I've had to do here. Just really getting really getting old. All right, now I can get to the meter and the shut-off valve, and I had to cut through a bunch of roots. Broke my little shovel, but we're done. All right, on to the next dang problem. Okay, I'm only getting a short clip of this because there's been some unpleasantness. So this is our first new thing for our house.
Come on, Sonny, let's look. You were already over here. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's our silverware. Oh.
I can't wait to eat off of that.
Yeah. Our first new thing.
We'll have to eat bacon.
Well, it looks like
89 piece.
Yeah.
We don't even know 89 people.
Yeah. I've never had good silverware. We had to buy the cheap stuff. Okay.
All right then.
I mean, this is all right.
And we bought a new coffee pot.
Yeah. I can't wait till we get that.
So let me tell you, some more of my tale of woe.
Texas? The
woe of Texas. My tale of Texas woe. So we're weeks behind on getting in this house. But let me stop and tell you some good news. We have a person that is interested in our house in Louisiana. So we're going to be able to avoid the cost of a realtor, that 7% that they would get right off the top. As a matter of fact, we just come from signing some paperwork for him to take to the bank and then get an appraisal or an inspection?
This is an appraisal. The bank is going to do the appraisal.
So that's good news, but let me continue with the bad news. So I've been waiting for the plumber to find the time to come hook me up. And everybody's got the same excuse. The weather's just holding us up. You know, we're way behind in the weather. I'll work you in when I can. So the plumber shows up today at 9:30. And right away, I can tell he's grouchy and unhappy. And he walks around the house and he asks me a few questions and where the fittings are and if I wanted, where I wanted if I wanted an outdoor spigot, and I told him yes, here's where I'd like it. And he's mumbling, and he's texting, and he's phone calling, and walking around. So finally, he crawls up underneath the house to where the manufacturer sends some sewer pipe along with the house. So it's where they put it is in the frame rails of the house. So right away he goes to complaining about the pipe being in the frame rails, and he can't get it out. And I reach up there from outside, not under the house. I just stuck my hand up under there, grabbed a hold of it, and drug it out myself without even being up under there. So I'm thinking, my God, you're half my age. Are you a, vagina or what? So the guy's already, he's moaning and complaining. And then he said, well, I'm afraid there's just not enough money in this job. Okay, and at this point, first he showed up at 9:30 to start his job. 9:30. A typical person would show up at 7:30 or 8 for sure. And right away he goes to mumbling and complaining. And then he goes to look for my sewer line. And I tell him exactly where the sewer line is. And he locates it with a prod, a big rod that they shoved down. And the sewer line is 3 feet down under the ground. Now he starts complaining about he doesn't have a track hoe, and it's going to take him 4 or 5 hours to dig that deep. And then finally I said, look, man, if you need a little more money, I got to get this hooked up, because now I got to get the electric hooked up after you're done, and we're weeks behind. We should have already been living in this thing. So he finally tells me he's just going to have to bail. There's not enough money in it, and he doesn't have a track hoe, and so I'm glad to see him go. By this time, I'm really glad to see him go. So I called the contractor, the guy that subcontracted the plumbing to him, and I'm going to give him one more chance. He said he'd be here tomorrow, and if he doesn't get the plumbing hooked up tomorrow, then I'm going back to the Yellow Pages. I'm telling you, we have just been snake bit with this house.
Well, it's not the house, it's people who are contracting here and there. Everybody wants a little piece of the pie, but they don't want to work for it.
Yep, he really wanted me to throw in a bunch more money.
Yeah, and I already knew. When I left this house to walk over there, I said, okay, here's the deal. This guy wants another chunk of money because of whatever, I knew it when I walked over there, because that's the way it's been with everybody. I need a little more money for this and this, and they just keeps going down. Everybody.
And then another stick in the spoke is Miss Pat, 91-year-old Miss Pat, Bev's mama, fell the other day and had to go to the emergency room, and she's still in the hospital. So Bev is with her mom in the hospital, and Charlie and I are here taking care of 6 dogs. And
well, I did go
one of them
a day, a night, and a day up there. And,
yeah.
That's,
One of the dogs is in the vet right now, getting some teeth pulled, and we got to go get that dog and bring another dog up there to get some shots. So, anyway, oh well, I'll keep you posted. I don't intend to be whiny, but I'm just telling you what's happening, and it's kind of mind-boggling that so much can go wrong, and so many people can be completely against you accomplishing a task, like getting licensed. My wife still does not have her driver's license, but we're not even going to go there now. All righty, see ya. Okay, my wife and I are so used to living in the dark ages that we got to put our heads together and figure out how this dishwasher works.
I know you're supposed to wash the dishes before
you... And you're supposed to put soap in there too somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Right there in that little... right there, yeah.
It says detergent. How do you open it? There's a little finger spot there, so. Oh, look at that.
Is there something in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
She must have got ready to do it.
Okay.
All right.
So,
I don't know what this says.
You probably don't touch that.
Okay. It says add. Okay, we won't mess with that.
I think all the
right.
stuff we need to worry about is on the front.
All right, here we go. Normal, heavy, 1 hour. 1 hour? Who washes dishes for an hour?
Oh, God. They wash the dishes clean away.
Yeah, I don't know. Cycles. I'm just going to do, normal.
Normal.
There
Sounds
you
good to
go.
me.
Got a little light there, a little light there. Okay, start. Okay, that was easy.
It's not doing nothing. Do you hear anything? Is it locking? See if you can pull on that door. Maybe you probably got to start it again now.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
Stop making me. No, I know when it blinks that. We'll see now. See,
right.
You made me. You messed it all up.
Yeah, I probably short-circuited it. Do you hear something?
I don't, but I don't think
I don't
it's
hear nothing.
instantaneous.
All right, we'll figure it out eventually.
There we go.
There we go.
We did it. See?
Okay, I think we fly the space shuttle now. We figured it out.
Yeah, what's Terrell always says?
Terrell. What does Terrell say? There's your dinner.
There's dinner, and this is not. You're not working on the space shuttle.
I'm gonna bring you up to Indiana and dump you off at Terrell's shop.